Alright, so today we're going to be watching Guardsman 2018 by Richard Boylan. As always, I'm going to be leaving a link to the original video and channel down in the description below, so go ahead and make sure that you check them out. So I felt bad the other day because OBS kind of just froze up. I mean, the video that I was recording that it finished ended up just not working. And yeah, so figured I do two videos back to back, so I have another video coming out before this one. And then I realized since this one was only about 4.5 minutes, why not give it a watch? And plus, there was a Black Templar on the thumbnail, so that kind of intrigued me as well. So, I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time. Let's go ahead and get to the actual video. But before we do, don't forget to like, subscribe. Really does help me a lot. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I do upload. And I'm curious to kind of see just what Guardsman is all about.
Guardsman raids. Where in all the hells are you?
I'm here, sir.
Alright, real quick, I'm not going to try to pause too much, but I saw the purple eyes. So, Cadian shock troops. Real quick before he shoots again, is that a Tyranid?
You know, scum. Oh God, Emperor. Overseer who makes things all right. Whose power none can resist. Grant me the strength to defeat thy enemies. Grant me the will to defeat the beast. From your grace.
I shall know no fear.
Bro, this is, I'm gonna save it for the end.
Take up your weapon, Guardsman.
The Emperor protects.
Yes, he does.
All right, I was just checking to see real quick if there was any. Okay, so since it's a short video, let me just kind of go back through it. So we saw here kind of when he opened his eyes slightly, right? I saw the purple, and I was like, okay, Canadian shock troops, or not Canadian, Cadian. Okay, I always get that mixed up ever since I heard Major Kill make that little reference. All right, so obviously this dude, he fell through a hole. I don't know where he's fighting from. His helmet fell off, and then obviously when he was shooting at this thing, I kind of didn't know what it was. I assumed it. I mean, obviously being alien because he also said Xeno after, but so it's safe to say that was a Tyranid, right? I mean, and then we were kind of going through here, and here's what I thought was so cool about this. So right when he's getting up, right, you see him take out that knife because obviously I'm assuming he ran out of his last gun. And also, it didn't seem to do too much damage. But he takes out his knife, and he kind of already knows that he's going to bite the dust, and that he's like, well, you know, might as well kind of do some damage, right? So, I don't know. Something about that fucking, I don't know what you want to call it, bravado, willingness to continue forward. And then he starts praying, which is kind of his like little, because it's already safe to assume that he already knows he's gonna die. And then when you hear this Black Templar say, what he said, no fear, right? Either way, he starts speaking, right, and you hear the little right, and then you see him, dude. Okay, if this was an animation, obviously it's stunning either way, right? But the fact that this actually has like a real life person, right, being the guardsman, and I don't know how you made it look like this is like movie level quality, right? So, which it's great. I mean, because obviously when you start thinking about it, like as far as making a movie, especially specifically for Warhammer, right? I feel like the only best way it could probably be done is through animation, just because I feel like there's a lot of things that if you were to do, I mean, maybe the people, like say your guardsmen could probably be, I mean, because obviously no one's tall, not as big enough to be a space marine. Maybe that one guy from Game of Thrones, the Mountain, I'm forgetting his real name right now, but obviously not a whole lot of people to take that role on, right? Now, I don't know, man, just something about the way it looks, right? And obviously I don't know if this Black Templar is supposed to be like someone actually significant, like within the actual lore, but tells him to get up. And this fist, I think I've seen it. I don't remember where, but obviously I'm assuming it's some kind of power fist, right? Yeah, I haven't seen too much of that. As far as the bolter he was using, it kind of looked like the pistol version. It didn't look like the actual rifle. I'm just trying to point out as much things as I can right now to kind of show you all that I'm actually still learning. And I'm actually starting to grab some stuff, right? Yeah, and then, I mean, on that, they get up and, you know, they're going to go slay some Tyranids. All right, so even though we already talked about it for a minute or so, just some ending thoughts. I feel like at this point right now, Richard Boylan should be in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I mean, it surprises me that he's still like around that 81,000, but, you know, obviously these animations take time. I would really love to see this man make a full movie. This is something that, I mean, obviously that would take quite a bit of time and probably get a team together. So if there was actually a way to be able to literally, like, this is something I would give money, right? And that's not I don't typically do that for a whole lot of stuff, right? Because I assume that other people will like pitch in, right? But no, this is actually something that I would want to give money to actually see like a full-fledged movie. I mean, obviously Hell's Reach is practically a movie in and of itself, right? And I don't know, man. I just feel like, specifically for military members, because I'm starting to realize a lot, and I've seen it mentioned in the comments that people in the military, when they get out, or even while they're in, they get really into not only Warhammer, but also like SCP-related content, right? And I don't know what it is. It's just something that we seem to gravitate towards it seems. But, you know, just kind of something that I've been really seeing a lot lately, and I think that's really cool because, you know, it helps to bolster up the community and whatnot. And that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, really does help me a lot. Hit that dislike button if you didn't like it, really helps me improve the channel. and also leave me a little comment so that way I can also know kind of what it was. And other than that, I'll see you all next video. Bye.